4. Ask Reddit. R/ask Reddit. Window washers of Reddit. What is the most memorable thing you have seen while on the job? Good friend is a window washer for downtown office towers. They get notice of the day the windows are being washed, yet he says it's shocking how many people are freaked out by them being outside their window. Weirdest though, they came across a dude watching porn on his office computer. When he noticed the window washers, he just gave them a big thumbs up and kept watching. In my office at least, the window washers probably tell the building administration, but my company never passes that info on to us. So we really do get freaked out / surprised when we look over and there's a window washer there. Housekeeper checking in. This one lady liked to feed birds, like 50 pounds every 2 weeks. No screens, sills caked in filth, and the windows themselves had been neglected over time. They were Anderson windows, so you could pull them in from the inside. Well, the tension string broke, and I'm literally holding the window by a string and this bird straight up flies into my face. I was shocked. The bird was shocked. I screamed. I like to imagine the bird did too. Bird flew away, and I got the window locked back in place and called maintenance. This was on the 2nd floor too. Not my story but my brother's. A very famous female comedian in my country had a house in our area, and in her bedroom above the bed was a life-size paint me like one of your French girls oil painting of her stalkers. He nearly fell off the ladder in surprise, and she was stood at the bottom wetting herself laughing cause she knew what was coming. I work for a private estate in the local polo club. I was under the impression that the owners were not home at the time, but I was wrong. I was washing windows this particular morning and I came around to the restroom window and got a perfect view of this older couple in the shower together. The window looked out on a private fenced-in patio, so that's why it wasn't fogged glass. The window by the toilet is the same way. Bad design in my opinion. I've never moved faster in my life than I did catapulting myself backwards out of view of this naked couple. I don't believe they saw me, because the next time we ran into each other, everything seemed normal from their end, haha. A tornado. We'd had little warning before we saw it about 1 kilometer away. It didn't appear to be moving side to side much, which indicates that it's coming towards you. We winched down about 4 floors, jumped onto a fire escape, and got inside the building, rode out the storm inside, and then went home. Not a window washer, but I used to install and repair windows. One afternoon we'd gone out to a job where some asshole neighborhood kids had smashed several back windows of a nice elderly couple's place. We worked our way from top. First 2 windows belonged to an en-suite bathroom, while the third was the bedroom to which the en-suite was attached. The master. My job was to clear any remaining glass from the area so the other bloke could put the new panel in. Anyway, I noticed a small urn on the desk by the window, with the name Triple Scoop engraved upon it, along with 2 dates, about 4 years apart. Probably a pet. Hopefully a pet, I'd thought. Didn't think about it for more than a minute, then went back to work. We finished the upstairs windows, and went down to work on the 2 in the kitchen. Holy, there was a wall with 5 long shelves, each one holding several urns similar to Triple Scoop upstairs. Turns out the elderly couple used to breed and race greyhounds, and the urns contained the remains of their deceased racers. Triple Scoop was their first champ. I used to window clean hotels, which meant going room to room with the master key to let myself in. I've seen quite a few vibrators being proudly displayed on bedside tables, but the one situation that stuck with me the longest was just walking down the corridor and hearing 2 middle-aged people going at it in one of the rooms. It was a Georgian hotel in the Cotswolds, so very HOI. Their screams were getting louder and louder, and people were actually coming out of their rooms because it was so audible. All the housekeepers at the end of the corridor were doubled over laughing. That couple had no idea how intimately they shared their experience with us. Not a window washer, but I live in a 2-story building, so we don't really bother with real curtains in the bathroom. We only have an extremely thin, see-through white fabric over the window. The doors in the shower are glass. So, on this fateful day, I was taking a shower and my mom had unfortunately neglected to inform me that our gutter was getting repaired that day, so you can imagine my surprise when, while I was just minding my business, getting soaked up in the shower, naked as the day I was born. All of a sudden I see the figure of a man ascending into the frame of my window. I'm not proud to say I completely panicked and just dropped to the floor. So, dripping wet and covered in soap, I made my way, crawling over the bathroom floor to open the door. I escaped. The worst part is that at that point the guy was probably so high up that he saw everything. The most horrifying moment of my life, but it does make for a good story today.